Where do you go from there? When you start your day, every day, thinking those thoughts, how do you stop them in their tracks? Hello, I'm Stephanie Michelle, and today we're going to talk about coin bridges. What the heck is a coin bridge? You probably haven't heard of it because this is a concept that I created based on an experience that my client was having. So imagine that you just woken up, you're ready for the day, you look in the mirror, and the first thing that pops in your head is, ew, you're disgusting. You should just go back to bed. You look gross. This was actually the first thing that one of my clients would think every single morning. The thing is, she wasn't actually aware that those were the thoughts that she was having until our work together. Where do you go from there? When you start your day, every day, thinking those thoughts, how do you stop them in their tracks? Enter the coin bridge. A coin bridge is a vehicle for you to get from one repetitive automatic thought that you don't love, like, ew, I'm disgusting, to the flip side of that coin, something that you would much rather think and believe, maybe something like, I am beautiful and I am amazing. But maybe you've tried affirmations in the past and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna look at myself and say, I'm amazing over and over and over. But if you don't actually believe it, and if your current truth is the former, it's not going to land. So what we do with the coin bridge is envision that coin. You want to get from heads to tails. There's a little bridge that connects the two. And what that bridge is a neutral statement. So what I'd like you to do is think about one existing thought that is not serving you, that you tend to think. You might have to slow down a little bit to understand what this reoccurring self-sabotaging thought even is. But once you identify it, it may be easy to think of the reverse. But what would the neutral statement be? What would that coin bridge be? So for example, in the case of my client, this bridge was, I'm worthy. I'm a worthy human being. And over time, she began to believe it. And actually, what ends up happening is then your heads becomes that neutral statement. And then your tails, there's a shorter bridge to get from point A to point B there. And before you know it, you are actually internalizing that positive statement that seemed like it wasn't attainable before. And let me share what happened with my client after she implemented this. So what happened was within a few weeks, she had been interviewing for jobs and she ended up going for a position that was higher than she'd ever imagined, asking for a higher salary than she'd ever imagined. And she went from being an associate at a good enough sort of company to vice president at a company that felt so much more aligned with her long-term career vision, with a multiple five-figure raise. So let's not underestimate the power of the coin bridge. I'd love to know, what is your tails? What is your aspirational statement that you're getting closer to every day? I'm here to cheer you on. I'd like to invite you to go to thestephaniemichelle.com/coaching, and we can potentially have a conversation about what that looks like. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Until next time.